Good morning. I am Dr. D. Anita Kumari, Associate Professor, School of Management Studies, Vistas. In today's session, we are going to discuss rules related to free consent. What is called as free consent? When two persons entering in a contract, it should come from their own willingness. It means no one should force them or no one should threaten them to enter in a contract. That is called free consent. If you see the meaning, Section 14 of the Act states the consent is said to be free when it is not caused by coercion, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation or mistake. Thus, the consent of the parties to a contract is regarded as free if it is not been induced by any of the 5 factors under Section 14. In other words, the consent is not free if it can prove that it has been caused by coercion, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation or mistake. Thus, the consent of the parties to a contract is regarded as free if it is not being induced by any of the 5 factors stated under Section 14. In other words, the consent is not free if it can be proved that it has been caused by coercion, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation or mistake. For example, X at a gunpoint makes Y agree to sell his house to X for Rs 50,000. Here, Y's consent has been obtained by coercion and therefore it shall not regarded as free consent. So, overall, we try to understand that when two parties entering in a contract, both the parties should enter with their own willingness as well as it should be free consent. No one should force them or threaten them to enter in a contract. Coercion. Coercion means forcibly compelling a person to enter into a contract. That is, the consent of the party is obtained by use of force or under a threat. Section 15 of the Contract Act defines coercion as the committing or threatening to commit any act forbidden by Indian Penal Code or the unlawful detaining or threatening to detain any property to the prejudice of any person whatever with the intention of causing any person to enter into an agreement. Let us now analyze the implication of this definition. For example, A threatened to kill B's son C if B refused to sell his car to him. Here, A is threatening B and he is making him to sell his house. So, this is not called as a valid contract. Rules related to the free consent. Committing any act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code. When the consent of a person is obtained by committing any act which is forbidden by Indian Penal Code, the consent is said to be obtained by coercion. Committing a murder, kidnap, causing hurt, rape, theft, etc. are some of the examples of the act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code. We can say some other example. A beats B and compels him to sell his scooter for Rs 2,000. In this case, the consent of B is induced by coercion. Threatening to commit any act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code. From the definition, you will observe that not only committing an offer, threatening to commit any act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code. From the definition, you will observe that not only the committing of any act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code amounts to be coercion, but threatening to commit any act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code. From the definition, you will observe that not only the committing of an act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code amount to coercion, but even a threat to commit such an amount is called as a coercion. Thus, a threat to shoot, to murder, to kidnap or to cause bodily injury will amount to coercion. Unlawful detaining of any property. If a person unlawfully detains the property of another person and compels him to enter into a contract with him, the consent is said to be induced by coercion. For example, an agent refused to hand over the account book of the principal to the new agent appointed in his place unless the principal released him from all the liabilities. The principal had to give a release deed as demanded. It was held that the release was not binding because the consent of the principal was obtained by the exercising coercion. This is a case of Muthaiya versus Karuppan. Threatening to detain any property unlawfully. If a threat is held out to detain any property of another person, this is also amount to coercion. The Secretary of State, the government gave a threat of attachment against the property of A for the recovery of fine due from B, the son of A. A paid the fine. It was held that the consent of A was induced by coercion and he could recover the amount paid under the coercion. Intention of causing any person to enter into an agreement. The act of coercion must have been done with the object of inducing or compelling any person to enter into a contract. Threat to file a suit. Sometimes a doubt may arise whether a threat to file a suit amounts to coercion or not. You should know that a threat to file a civil or criminal suit does not amount to coercion because it is not forbidden by Indian Penal Code. However, a threat to file a suit on false charge amounts to coercion since such act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code. Threat to commit suicide. Under the Indian Penal Code, a suicide and a threat to commit suicide are not punishable, but an attempt to commit suicide is punishable. Now the question arises whether a threat to commit suicide shall amount to coercion or not. A threat to commit suicide is also called as coercion. Next one is undue influence. So what is called undue influence? If any person use his power, use his designation or use his status to mislead someone else or to threaten someone else is called as undue influence. The second factor which affects consent and make it unfree is undue influence. The term undue influence means the improper or unfair use of one's superior power in order to obtain the consent of a person who is in the weaker position. Section 16I of the Contract Act defines undue influence as a contract is said to be induced by undue influence where the relations subsisting between the parties are such that one of the party is in the position to dominate the will of the other and use that position to obtain an unfair advantage over others.